Okay, guys, I think I'm live. I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Can't see the chat yet. Okay, chat right. The chat is right somewhere. It never pulls up, but yep. Chat is somewhere. Come on. I don't like this little Streamlab thing. Okay. They still haven't fixed that what's the name thing either. This thing is come on. Because I have to leave at a certain time. So I'm trying to do a live one. I'm trying to do more live ones. I've missed a few live ones. Most of them have been pre-taped. Okay, there you go. Now I can see chat. Okay. Okay, guys, this is a regular video, but it's a live one. So if you're watching it after, what's up? But this right here is the Titans and Steelers game preview. As you guys know, in the game preview, I like to break down the positives and some negatives of both sides, and just break down what I think going to happen and the best scenario for the Steelers to win and what the Steelers got to do to win as well. So we're going to dive in first with the injuries. The injuries. One more time, injuries. You look at the injuries, they're piling up a little bit, and some star players. Last year, I feel like we didn't have enough depth. That's why I kind of panned out the way it did. We finished 9-8, still had a winning record, but it was kind of hard for us to overcome the injuries because we didn't have a lot of depth. But this year, we have depth, so it's kind of like they can fill in the void here and there, but you still want your star players out there. You still want the Cam Hayward out there. You still want Minkah Fitzpatrick out there. And Minkah Fitzpatrick will not be playing this Thursday. He had the hamstring injury that put him on the sideline this past game. I believe it's the first or second quarter. They put him out. And then we also had Kenny Pickett get injured as well. Kenny Pickett, I think he said in the interview that he was going to play, but it's still questionable. It's still up for debate to see if he's going to play. He's a tough son of a gun. He goes out there, he's going to play and probably put a little rib cage brace on or wrap on, whatever he got to put on to go out there and play. Kenny Pickett, and one thing I love about him, he shows that gritness and he shows that clutchness too as well, because he have games where like he might not play too well the entire game, but in the clutch situation, when you need it, when it's do or die, he'll make plays. But he had like 6 game-winning drives so far to start his career off, his young career. That's one thing I like about him too as well. And a lot of people like to say that Kenny Pickett is not the guy, he's not that good and all type of stuff, but they didn't look at Big Ben numbers when Big Ben first got in the league. That's why I compare him to Big Ben. Like, you look at Big Ben numbers, it's kind of similar on par, not the best touchdown interception ratio, but in clutch situations, in big time moments, they made plays. I ain't saying Kenny Pickett is Big Ben, but I'm just saying he made plays in big situations. And hopefully we can get him back for Thursday to help us try to win this game against the Titans. The Titans got a nice roster. Titans roster is very nice. They got a nice roster, a nice group of guys. Then they can attack you at a lot of different spots. You see Simmons go out there. He's a pass rusher, a good little pass rusher, elite level pass rusher. He can get after the quarterback. He can wreak havoc all in your backfield. And the Steelers have struggled with that too, especially with some D linemen, because our center, Mason Cole, he have his moments. He be up and down throughout the season so far. But he have his moments. He'll shine sometimes, and sometimes he will not shine. So hopefully Mason Cole can just stay on par with it and stay going with it and just stay, like solid out there for us, because we're going to need that, because Simmons can come in there and wreck the whole game. Your rushing attack, he can mess up your passing attack and all types of stuff. Just like TJ Watt can do to their team and Alex Tyson can do to their team, they got Simmons who can do that to our team as well. But one thing I do like about the Titans, well, I'm gonna do dislikes first. One thing I dislike about the Titans, of course, I think the Titans secondary. The secondary is vulnerable. I think you'll be able to attack the secondary. But one thing I don't like with the Steelers, they don't try to attack the secondary sometimes. We see a lot of unnecessary things on the outside instead of them trying to go inside and use the middle of the field and use those tight end mismatches. The Connor Hayward out there mismatches. Darnell Washington only got 1 target, 1 catch so far in his young career so far this season. And hopefully they use him more, especially in the red zone. We can ever get to the red zone too. But I thought the Steelers got to capitalize on some of that stuff. Capitalize on using and attacking their secondary, using your big targets. Giving the ball to George Pickens. Don't wait till like the end of the game and do or die situation. Give it to him throughout the game. And D'Angelo Johnson, he got to be able to capitalize and make those plays, make those catches, those big time catches. We know that he's good. He can do that. But he's got to show consistency to continue to do that over a long period of time. And if not, then we're going to just be in the same predicament we're in right now, which is us just getting, missing opportunities out there. Another thing too, one thing I like about the Titans is the rushing attack. Derrick Henry can bring the rushing attack. Derrick Henry is very good. He can bring the heat. He's like a boulder running downhill like that, and you stand that way right there, you're going to get ran over. So the Steelers got to find a way to stop the Derrick Henry rushing attack. Our tackling, you look at our team, really, most of the rushing attacks, you watch the games, most of the time the Steelers always let off a big run. You see the week 1, Christian McCaffrey had like a 50-yard run. You see week 2, Jerome Ford had a 64-yard run. You see week 3, I believe we played the Raiders. I think that's the first time we kind of shut down a rushing attack. And then week 4, we played the Texans. They ran the ball pretty well. Pearson them ran the ball pretty well. Week 5, we played week 5. We played somebody week 5. It was the Ravens. Played the Ravens. And they had some good runs here and there too as well. And then week 6, you see us versus the Rams. We did a pretty solid job in the rushing attack and stuff. But sometimes the Steelers just can't make the tackle. They'll get in the backfield and they'll be right there to make the play, but they'll miss the tackle. And then a guy's going for 30 yards, a guy going for 40 yards, a guy going for 50 yards. So the Steelers can find a way to make the tackle and make get a stop. Because once you get in the backfield, all you gotta do is break down. You ain't gotta go for a big hit. You break down and you grab on. You grab on. You might not have the strength to bring the guy down yourself, but you grab on and somebody else will help you and bring the guy down and stuff. But the Steelers always try to come in and fly in for the hits. And then they get slung off, and then the guy just running down the field, running on the sideline for a big play. So hopefully we can start making tackles. That's a major thing that kind of keep us down. We cannot make tackles. Got to make the tackle. Another thing as well is I like about the Titans, of course, Will Levis. I keep saying Levi's, like the brand. Will Levis. Will Levis is a good player. Like I mentioned before in the I did my quarterback draft analysis, the top 4 quarterbacks. I was talking about them, and I said that Anthony Richardson was going to be the best quarterback in the draft class. I still believe that too. He got injured, so he's out for the year, the shoulder surgery. But you see the talent there. He's a very good player. He has that dynamic second gear. He can be a dual threat player and go out there and make big time plays with his arms and with his legs. I think Will Levis, like I mentioned before, I said if you go to the right situation, because he's not the most mobile quarterback, the most athletic quarterback, but if you go to the right situation with the right people around, I was advocating for him to go to the Bucs. I feel like that'd been a perfect match right there. The Bucs style, the way they want to play and stuff, the running gun style offense and stuff, that'd been perfect for his play style. But the Titans was a perfect situation too. I know he fell to the Titans. He was in the second round. The Titans traded up to get him. He was in the second round, and he was a little sad that he didn't get picked in the first round. But sometimes it can be blessings in disguise. We've seen a guy in Lamar Jackson who was the last pick of the first round, and we see a guy in Jalen Hurts who got picked in the second round. I thought the Steelers were going to pick Jalen Hurts. I was advocating for that because I seen Mike Tomlin interviewing with them, and we seen Jalen Hurts what he did at Alabama. Then we transferred to Oklahoma. What he did, I was like, that's gonna be the successor to Big Ben, and the Steelers didn't pick him. And Jalen Hurts got to the Eagles, and then the Eagles had that one bad year where Jalen Hurts came in and played a little bit. But then the following season, we see Nick Sirianni get there, help them get in the playoffs. They lost to the Bucs in the first round, but then after that, they get to the Super Bowl. And then now, year 4, looking very good, like they get on their way back to the Super Bowl again. So sometimes it can be a blessing in disguise. Will Levis is paired with a good coach and Mike Vrabel. He has DeAndre Hopkins as well. He has I think Burks, the other receiver he has too as well. Got all these weapons around him. Derrick Henry, a solid defense as well. So he got paired into a good spot. So it's actually good blessing in disguise. You might have failed in the draft, but you're in a good team with some good players around you. And I think Will Levis is going to go out there and perform well. But hopefully he'll do that against us. He had 4 touchdowns his last game against the Falcons, lit them up badly. Hopefully he'll do that against us, and that's my concern, which is DeAndre Hopkins. We got to cover DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to be going out there. He's going to have his. He's going to get his. Those top receivers like that, it's kind of hard to stop those guys. They're going to get their due. They're going to go out there and make those plays. You just got to make sure you're limited, and the play that they make doesn't kill you or win the game for them and lose the game for you. Another thing, too, that I like about the Titans is Mike Vrabel. Like I mentioned, Mike Vrabel is a good coach, hard-nosed coach, old-school style coach, and he's going to bring it. Bring the intensity like that. The hard-nosed football coach about gritness, about toughness, about grinding and outwilling your opponent. So that's one thing the Steelers kind of have a model about too as well. So we're going to see who can outwill who. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be some good battles in this game right here versus the Titans. I can't wait to see what happens. But one thing I want to get to about the keys to victory. What did the Steelers need to do to win? What did the Steelers need to do to win this game, and that's one thing that we always do, and that's to pressure the quarterback. You got to pressure the quarterback. If you can't get to the quarterback, then you're not going to win. Because the Steelers got to find a way to get to the quarterback. You got to find a way to get to the quarterback. A young quarterback, and Will Levis. I said it again. Will Levis. A young quarterback in Will Levis. I'm going to say Will. A young quarterback in Will. Him going out there. Of course, he's coming off a big game. A big game, 4 touchdown passes. But you got to, one thing to make a rookie uncomfortable is to hit him. Hit him and send pressure. Hit him cleanly, of course. Hit him cleanly. It's not the old days. But hit him, send pressure, and just make him get uncomfortable in that pocket. Because he's not really the best mobile quarterback. He's not really super. He can maybe in occasion like there's a gap open, he can probably run and scramble and get that for like 5 yards or something. But he's not like an ideal mobile quarterback. So you keep him in the pocket. You want to hit him in the pocket and send pressure and stuff, and you want to just make it uncomfortable for him like that. T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, these are the guys that do it. Larry Ogunjobi, Keanu Benton, these guys. Herbert making some big plays too. These are the ones to go out there and do it, making big time plays. Herbert had a sack against the Rams, had a fumble recovery this past game after I think it was Cole Holcomb. No, it was Uncle Alexander who hit one out. I think Cole Holcomb hit one out too as well. So the linebackers have been playing good and feisty. And the defense they played good last game against the Jaguars. They just made one bad mistake, which came back to be a big mistake because I think they had miscommunication because Joey Porter Jr. was going to guard the flat. And I guess he thought the safety was going to take his man over the top. But the safety didn't take his man. The safety came down. The safety ran back, tried to jump the route or something. And Joey Porter Jr. had to recover and try to catch him, and it was too late. So that was, I don't know if that was, to me, in my opinion, it looked like it's the safety fault. But I don't know what miscommunication they had on that play, but hopefully they figure it out this game and just be on the same page. But pressure the quarterback is the main thing. The next one is you need to capitalize on big plays early. We can't wait to the fourth quarter to try to get going and try to say, oh, the Steelers going to come out there and win the game in the fourth quarter again like they always do. We can't wait to see that happen. We got to get this stuff going right now. The first play of the game, this last game, what happened? We see Jesse Johnson go down the field, middle of the field in the seam route. A beautiful ball throw like Kenny Pickett, right on the fingertips. Now, even if he caught it and he didn't score a touchdown, I'll be still happy with that. But that man had it in both fingers, dropped it like that, and then on 3rd and 15, Kenny threw another dot right to him. He rolled out, threw a dot to him for the first down, bounced off his chest, another drop. So we got to capitalize on some big plays. And then in the red zone as well. Red zone, we got to the end zone at the goal line. Now, Kenny could have hit him on the first time he first slant. He was wide open, too. I thought he was going to him because he's been going to him on 3rd down that whole drive. So I thought he was going to go to him on that slant. But he decided to wait a little bit, but he was still open. Kenny threw the ball to him, and he slipped. I'm like, come on, guys. We got to capitalize on those big plays. Those are the plays that come out to get you. I know the referees, like I mentioned in the last video, the referees, some crucial calls. I didn't want them to call it both ways. The roughing the passer, I want them to call it both ways. Some crucial calls they called as well. The phantom offsides call and all that stuff. But you still have opportunity. We had opportunities to get 14 points added to our score total, and we missed on those opportunities. So we got to make sure that the referees don't control our game if we go out there and score those points. We scored a touchdown that first drive, and we scored a touchdown in the end zone with Jesse Johnson. The referee don't control anything. So we ain't got to go out there and worry about that and worry about these calls and complain about the refs. So how about we start capitalizing on plays early so we have to worry about any other outside interference to try to help us to win this game. So that's one thing I think the Steelers need to do. Another thing I think the Steelers need to do is just play gritty and tough. Can you guys hear me? You can't. I'm about to say I was talking for a long time. You guys can hear me through the. Okay, can hear me. Okay, I'm about to say you guys can hear me through this thing. I've been talking this whole time. Man, I was not gonna make another one. I was gonna just delete it and say, oh well, or just keep it on there, like read the lips if you want to. But I think Steelers go out there and just like be the team to set the tone. We haven't been a team to set the tone in a while. I feel like we always go on what other team is doing. Like they walking us, they showing us the stuff. You know, like a boxer, you see a boxer in the ring, and they're gonna walk in, they're gonna set the tone for the match, and they're gonna control the whole fight. You see some of the best in the game. You see like Floyd Mayweather, how you control the fights, and you see how different boxers through history. Sugar Ray Leonard, look at Mike Tyson, look at all these different guys, the way they go out there and control the fight and be like, hey, I'm gonna control this fight. This is how the fight gonna go. I used to love watching. Of course, I haven't watched MMA a lot. Recent, but in the old days, watching MMA a lot, and you just look at John Jones, how he control the fight, his ability, the the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling, all that stuff. John Jones can control the fight easily like that, and he can control the whole fight, and he'll take you out when he's ready to take you out, and like beating you up and beating you down and stuff. So I feel like all you got to do really is just set the tone, control the game. Control the game. The Steelers haven't controlled the game in a long time. They haven't set the tone of a battle, of a match in his in his football. I said, what do you call it? A game would be cool, but it would be something better. A battle, a match, showdown. And the Steelers haven't set the tone of this showdown ever this season. Last season, maybe a few games like that, but the Steelers haven't set the tone like for this showdown in a long time. The Steelers have kind of been a team that's just going with the flow, just going with whatever the team is doing. And now the Steelers, I feel like this Thursday, you got to set the tone. Set the tone early. Go out there and hit somebody. Go out there and make a play and let them know that this is our home field. This is our home field. You can't just come in here anymore. A lot of people disrespect the Steelers a lot. You see them grabbing terrible towels, and they got it on their neck. They hooping with it, shooting threes. They got it using to wipe their shoes off. They flossing their teeth with the towel, wiping their butts with the towel, and just doing everything they can with the towel. We got to show that we are still that dominant team, that dominant franchise, and go out there and set the tone and set that old school, just Steeler football, that hard-nosed Steeler football, and just make some plays. So hopefully we do that this Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'm gonna be live, doing a live watch party as well. So come by and step by. But my score prediction for this game, I believe Steelers will win 20-13. That's my score prediction for this game. And that's all I got for this video too, actually, for this video right here, this live stream. If you guys are watching after, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. I'm trying to do some more live watch party stuff. I mean, live game previews as well. Probably next week as well. This one right here supposed to have been, I think, uploaded at 5 o'clock, but I have to go somewhere, so I have to kind of speed up a little earlier. But if you guys like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Leave comments down below. Let me know what your score prediction is going to be. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Arsenal out. Okay, Arsenal out now. Okay, now. There you go.